Greetings, YouTube. As we as a community debate whether or not it's big deal, little deal, no deal for heavy attacks being changed or altered for 14 champions as of the last 24 hours, it's important to note that Kabam justifies this because it's something that they feel like is cheating them. It's a game cheat, and players should not be able to do this because it is unfair unless you have somebody like Wasp who it is written into their gaming description. Of course, gaming descriptions and character descriptions are to be interpreted by Kabam until they no longer benefit Kabam, and then they can be changed. But I've been told, now given, you all are the ones that contact me about Alliance War issues. I don't play Alliance War. My dream is to never have a single Alliance War experience in my life. And kudos to those of you who tell me that you still love Alliance War. That might be the reason why you haven't quit the game yet. And that your alliance is dominating Alliance War. Hey, great rewards, camaraderie, hopefully not too many units spent. I get the appeal. But for me, it's not my thing. But because I don't do Alliance War, I really don't know the issues, bugs, or complaints going on. In fact, I've never even faced a global node in Alliance War, and that tells you how long it's been since I've actually done one. So we have a Simula67, a user who has Void as his profile pic, because my guess is he doesn't want you to avoid this forum post. And it is dealing with what he thinks is sort of a double standard when it comes to Kabam changing heavy attacks because they feel like it benefits the user and not them. But if it benefits Kabam and hurts the user, aka it might be a BS cash grab node or mechanic that leaves the defender more often than not wrecked, then great. Give us your units and get better. So, when evading a champion's attacks as a defender, Domino is able to both execute and evade and counterattack before the attacker's animation is finished. This results in an intercept that is 100% unavoidable. The example below is from a Tier 2 war this past season. Domino is on node 46, debuff immune. He goes for the intercept against her with a medium attack. She escapes out of her own medium attack animation with an evade. She then counters me with a combo before my initial animation has finished. This gives me no chance to react in either block or dex because my animation has not completed. And if you're wondering what that looks like, here we go. So, Namor goes in for the evade. It's kind of a double evade. You can see Domino evades it first and then evades into the intercept. Now, I know some people have commented that they should just not take the risk. Well, it's a debuff immune, so you can't parry, and the evade, as far as I can understand, can be triggered by any animation. So this global node, this evade opportunity for Domino, is really there to just take your units, as far as I can tell. And I'm not saying that this is not a risky fight strategy, and I talked to this user about a counter argument that he should just have not tried the intercept at all, but his response was that you have to take chances against this node because if you don't, you can time out and lose the kill anyway. So this was what he felt like was a accurate attempt or a good idea, and you just get wrecked over and over. There are three major contributing factors to this issue. Domino's first light attack is a very short animation with an early hit event. Her first medium is the same quickness, but with a second hit event. The length of an evade for any champion, not just Domino, is a fraction of a normal dashback's length. Evades can and will override any other action you or the AI commit to. Again, not just Domino. When combined, these factors create an unfair defensive advantage for Domino, who is already a strong and popular defender. This is even more true when the dodge tactic is applied. I consider myself a pretty skilled player. Skilled players are able to play around any champion's evade mechanic without relying on things like True Strike, Cold Snap, or Slow. In the example above, skill is irrelevant. Since the ability to execute an unavoidable evade or counter is not explicitly stated in Domino's description, this is an unintended mechanic with her that prevents potential counterplay from the attacker and should be addressed. The best way to address this is to lengthen the animations of her medium and light attacks. It should also be noted that this is not an issue when playing as Domino, as evades are unpredictable on offense and no human has the reaction time necessary to counterattack as quickly as the AI can. So I just want to say, I've read a lot of forum posts in the couple years I've been doing in Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel, and rarely have I had one that was so eloquently worded. Even if you disagree with the summoner, you could hopefully appreciate the bullet points, the multi-paragraph editing. I tell you, I teach college students, and they do type up many papers for me, and I wish that my students had the verbose eloquence that this summoner possesses in this forum post. But the real question is, do you think that this is something that Kabam should look into? Personally, I can totally see the argument, but they're benefiting big time from this. They're making cash, because there's no way if you try this intercept and you get wrecked that you're going to survive. You're just dead, particularly when you're facing a 565 Domino like this probably was on defense, because her power and ability to cause damage will simply make you lose all your health before the combo is even over in this case. So my question is, what do you think? Is it a double standard for Kabam to continue to have interactions like this, or are you on their side on this one? And do you think that, simply put, you shouldn't try risky intercepts and you should just get better? Either way, thanks for the forum post, and again, thank you for your support of my Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel, particularly in things like Alliance War, which, unless you send these things to me, I will never know about, and ignorance truly is bliss, at least in this case. Take care, YouTube.